Record. And we're recording.
Oh, and we're live. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Episode number
Back
14?
again.
14.
Number
I think.
14. How did you know that?
That's my favorite number, by the way.
That's a
my
horrible
lucky
pick.
number 14. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
Well, that's what I'm the
Because
first,
everybody was
and
like,
I'm the only.
unlucky 13,
Yep.
so you went to 4. God,
So I went 14. I went one higher.
that's
I said, screw you guys.
Nerd
I'm
alert.
gonna go 14.
there's an alert going on
14.
for the nerds.
Hey, welcome back. Excited to have you back.
I'm
Some
excited.
good information again.
Oh my God, I
my
don't think we could have given
God.
you any better information than we did last week.
So every
You
week
guys
we
are-
seem to be on
We're hitting.
on point.
We're hitting every single time.
On point.
It's getting
So,
better and better every week.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're doing not tuning in to this every single week. Like if you're not, you're missing.
You better be
you're missing
doing
out.
something
You better
important.
be. You better be doing something great with your life.
I wrote a paragraph for my lock of the week this
A
week.
paragraph. This guy has nothing to do. Oh my God! I just looked at his page, and it is ridiculous. He literally, and it's the font size is 2. The font size is 2, and it's still like a page long.
I'm beyond hyped up.
It's insane.
Can you tell
But
by
first,
my voice?
we're gonna back it up from lock it up, and we're gonna
Back it up from the lock it up.
Back it up from the lock it up. First and foremost, Nadzelski here, King right next to me,
Yo.
giving you all the good stats and information. He's gonna give you some injury and updates first.
Let's do it. Terrell Pryor. He missed practice Wednesday and Thursday. The only reason that is relevant is because Nunwa is also supposed to miss a couple weeks, so they're kind of thin. The Jets are at the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
So there's something to look at. Robbie Anderson was back at a full participant on Thursday, so he's good to go. He's about as boom or bust as you can get. We'll get into that later. Isaiah Crowell, there's a big one.
Yeah.
Did not practice Wednesday or Thursday with a foot injury.
Yeah.
So if he misses Bilal Powell, hello.
But that's what we said last week, and guess what? He played.
He played. Oh, that's
played.
true. So if he gets in a limited practice on Friday, he is on track to go ahead and play for the weekend.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. Chris Thompson should be good to go this weekend. He should catch his balls as normal. Ryan Tannehill,
Catch
the
his
Finns.
balls. At least he's not catching somebody else's balls.
Oh, Alex Smith's balls.
Right.
Balls. Ryan Tannehill, the Finns do not believe he's going to need surgery, so that's good news for him. I don't know of a timetable. I just know he's not playing this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, it went from, he might play this weekend to he's not playing this weekend to thank God he doesn't need surgery. So who knows what's going on there.
Nobody knows.
Justin Houston is out again Thursday. The only reason, out again in practice Thursday. The only reason that's relevant is because we're Chiefs fans, and that's about it.
And we're going to give up another 40-point performance.
another
So
40 points.
whoever's playing us, which is Cincinnati,
Cincinnati.
which, by the way, I love everybody there, but now they freaking flexed it to Sunday night, so it took away all the people that I want. So it kinda
Eric
sucks.
Berry is out again, so there you go for
That's-
there.
I don't honestly, I don't see him playing. Like, I don't even know if he's going to play.
Just sit out. Yeah,
Like,
might as well at this point.
At this point, just get rid of it. By the way, Chiefs, please trade for Patrick Peterson.
Oh,
Arizona
that's an
wants
update, but
Patrick Peterson.
Arizona owner says he will not trade Patrick Peterson.
No, that's not what I got. I got a Roto World.
That came
And
out
everybody
today.
was all telling me that.
No, it came out today.
You know
he
why
said
he
I will not trade him.
Yeah, because nobody's giving him a good enough offer. First round this year and next year, lock it down. Super Bowl. We get
Fair
Patrick
enough.
Peterson. It's Super Bowl bound.
Fair enough.
Super Bowl bound.
Theo Riddick
Yes.
did not practice Thursday.
Yep.
Not really. That doesn't really do anything, but
That sets up my luck of the week, though.
CJ Uzama.
Who?
Uzama.
Uzama.
I don't even think that's how you pronounce it.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever, CJ. He didn't practice on Wednesday, but he was back at practice on Thursday. Giovanni Bernard did not practice Thursday. Dante Pettis returns to a limited practice Thursday. O'Shaughnessy, your boy, was out of practice on Thursday.
Yeah, but they have no.
They have nobody.
They have no tight ends. What's name went on IR as well. The other guy that, freaking whatever the other tight end, the third string tight end.
Niles Paul?
Yeah, went on IR, and
Mr. Paul.
ASJ also gone. They have nobody.
They can
Literally.
send me. I will play.
They could. They from what I heard,
jersey.
they promoted 2 guys from the practice squad up to the team. So
I will be on their practice
it
squad
could
if
be-
they need me. to be.
That's what I'm saying. I'll go to the practice squad.
Fournette did not practice Thursday.
Yeah, but whatever.
Sanu,
Yes, I knew.
Calvin Ridley
Yeah.
did not practice Thursday.
What?
They were supposed to practice, they did not practice.
So
So look at that.
Yeah. So do you think Coleman? You think Coleman is going to be the recipient? Like he's going to get a lot of catches? So
No,
it's,
I don't.
No. Who you think it's going to be all Julio? By the way, I got Julio on point except for the
250,
touchdowns.
250 yards, no touchdown.
I said 10 for 150 and 2 TDs, and okay, except for 2 TDs,
You suck.
It didn't
You're
happen.
the worst.
By the way, there should be a campaign going on right now. Get Julio.
We'll get into
touchdown.
that later.
Like somebody, I'll donate. If I need to donate somewhere to get Julio
We'll
a
get
touchdown,
into
like, I'll donate. Just put it up there. I'll donate to Julio.
I was hoping
Bubble screen.
I was hoping we wouldn't mention Julio
I'm just saying,
and his touchdowns this week, and then that might be the trick.
I mean,
but we've already done it.
Yeah, bubble.
You
screen.
have just cursed Julio
bubble
again.
Screen. Just line up 3 wide receivers, throw him a pass, and let him run.
I say
reverse.
I say
line
do
him as a running back. I don't care.
Every time they get in the red zone, they just do wildcat.
I don't care
every
what they
single
do.
time until he gets in the end.
Line him up as a running back for goodness'
Not even running
sake,
back, just
and
wildcat.
hand him the ball.
No, let him throw it. Let him do whatever. He just needs to get a
I
touchdown.
don't care if he's on defense. Line him up as
Anything
a
he can do.
quarterback. and let him
Return
do a pick
punts,
six.
return kicks.
He doesn't get a playoff
cornerback.
until he gets a touchdown. That's what it is.
He stays on the field
It is
until he gets a
ridiculous.
touchdown.
It is ridiculous.
No matter what.
The campaign needs to go out. There should be something
The
going
Julio
on.
campaign.
I'm gonna protest at the
The
stadium.
Julio campaign.
I'm gonna protest.
Julian Edelman
Yes.
missed 4 games because he was on drugs.
Yeah.
Well, performance-enhancing cheating drugs,
Yeah.
and now he's on the injury report with a heel injury. So, way to go, Julian Edelman. Khalil Mack, day-to-day. Hope he's back to tear apart Tom Brady this weekend. Allen Robinson he's practicing, but he's got a groin injury, so there's something to look at in case he's limited. That will boost the hell out of Taylor Gabriel. Paul Richardson was limited. No, he was did not practice, and Jamison Crowder is actually going to be out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
They promoted Chesson from the practice squad.
Does that boost anybody on that?
Not really. That
Or do
nobody
you think
gets
Chris
any.
Thompson is
Nobody
gonna
gets
be there?
anything.
I know that. No wide receivers gets anything.
They each
insane.
get about 13% of the target share, which is like a wide receiver.
I'm sorry. What's that?
Wide receiver 3 on most
okay?
teams. I'm gonna die.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Deep breath. Deep breaths. Not in the middle of the podcast.
Jamison Crowder.
Save that for after
But
the podcast.
yeah, so they're wide receivers. They get 13% of the target share, which is like a wide receiver 3 on most teams.
I know.
Everybody,
so if
they all
one
get
guy's out, does that boost in
No,
given?
it's just gonna go
20% for each of those.
It'll
other
go to like
receivers?
Vernon Davis or somebody.
Okay. Vernon Davis did have a game, but anyway.
Dalvin Cook
Dalvin Cook
didn't practice Thursday
again.
God, even though he was supposed to be back. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna have to take a little break, maybe some music, take a little drink or something. I don't know. Dalvin Cook. I don't know if you have that on there, but T.Y. Hilton also actually downgraded.
Yeah, he went from healthy to questionable.
Yeah, so that's always a scary step. So.
I didn't bring any water. In my cup is actually pre-workout because I'm working out after this. So
gosh.
things might get a little wild.
We're gonna be crazy. We might start doing push-ups in the middle of this goddamn podcast.
But yeah, he was supposed to practice. He was supposed to be back, but
Yeah.
he did not practice Thursday. So you're gonna have to look into that. He is one of those guys who's like, he's the opposite of Breida, where Breida's like,
Yeah.
am I still breathing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play
gonna
Sunday.
play. Right.
And then he's like, am I at 98%? I'm not going. I'm not doing
Cook
it.
is ridiculous. And
it's
you know what?
crazy.
Latavius Murray is not like it's any better. Like Cook was out, Latavius Murray sucked. Cook came back to play a couple plays, and Latavius Murray had a great game.
Yeah.
You can't even tell. It's insane.
DeAndre Hopkins downgraded to did not practice Thursday, so there's something to look at. He's going backwards a little bit. Saints wide receiver Tegan Jr. Was placed on IR, so there's that. No one's really getting the ball much for the Saints besides Alvin Kamara and your boy Michael Thomas. And then a little piece on a defensive side. Browns. EJ Gaines is out this weekend against the Bucks. This is going to come into play later. EJ Gaines is out this weekend against the Bucks. He is a defensive back for the Browns. He is in concussion protocol. Gaines was starting because Terrence Mitchell broke a bone in his wrist. So now they're down 2 corners. And Jameis Winston threw for 395 yards and 4 touchdowns last weekend. So he's not going to have much of a fight. Water. Thanks, man. So he's not going to have much of a fight this weekend. So that's always something to look at. That's it for injuries and updates.
Injuries and updates. What do we got? We got a new segment, which we started last week,
segment.
but we didn't know
We didn't have anybody
until
we had speculation.
We had speculations. And
now we know.
What's this new segment called?
It's called The Bastards of the NFL.
Bastards.
And the week 6 award goes to Ito Smith. Ito. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Ito, he stole a rushing touchdown.
He did.
From Tevin.
Yes.
Smith ran the ball 11 times for a massive total of 22 yards.
He had 2
and
back-to-back plays of -5.
And he added massive production with catching the ball twice for -1 yard.
It was awesome.
Tevin Coleman had one less carry
Yep.
than Ito and amassed 13 more yards than Ito.
Yeah.
He also caught one less ball, and he amassed an infinite times more yardage because Ito went negative.
You went negative.
The bastard.
The bastard.
Tevin Coleman should be getting elite workload with Devonta Freeman out.
Yeah.
But
they're both gonna end up
fantasy owners should be super excited that they got Tevin on their team, but it's seemingly impossible that he's going to get any workload on Atlanta's offense with A, they won't give Julio a touchdown, and B, with the week 6 bastard of the North, Ito Smith, taking over half his touches week in and week out. So bastard of the week, for me at least, goes to Ito Smith.
I do enjoy that bastard of the week. I have a different bastard of the week, and actually it's not even a player. It's a coach, Kyle Shanahan. Oh. You bastard. Everybody that was there going into Monday night, Alfred Morris was the guy to have.
That was so
I
funny.
understand Bria was a maybe. He was iffy 50-50 play.
Just goes to prove you have no idea what's going on.
What happened that game? What happened? Look, I was out of the money in a Thursday through Monday by 3 points going into the Monday night game with Alfred Morris as my running back.
Yeah.
What happened? He was one play.
One play for 4 yards that called back on a penalty.
What? And that's it. That's all you saw all game. Kyle Shanahan, you're the bastard. You killed everybody. Every fantasy football player that was out there.
Could you imagine, Matthew Berry, he needed 1 point from Alfred Morris and got nothing. Could you imagine if you're 5 points down, you're like, oh yeah, Alfred Morris going to at least get 10 to 12.
Easy.
Bare minimum.
Easy.
Zero.
That was insane. What? I don't even know what happened. And they gave no information about why they did not play Morris.
Bastards in the NFL, man.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan, you bastard.
You're a bastard. The bastards of the NFL.
You goddamn
Ito
bastard.
Smith. Kyle Shanahan. Oh man, those guys.
Bastards. The bastards. We're gonna go to our best segment.
Our staple. Literally, I can't imagine being any better at a segment in my life
than this. This was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. All your wide receivers Rodgers last second touchdown.
I gave you 4 wide receivers last weekend.
Right, but all of them got a touchdown.
They gave you 5 touchdowns.
Right. But
the lowest producing wide receiver was 12.5.
Yes.
And he left before halftime with an injured hip.
He did leave before I know. But
that is pretty darn good.
It is pretty darn good.
That is pretty good.
It was solid.
So you might want to listen up for the lock of the week this week.
All right, go ahead, dude. You got that paragraph, so I'm gonna take a little nap.
Everybody, no. You're gonna be wide awake for this. You're gonna want to write this down. It's gonna be good. Lock of the week.
Lock it in right now. Lock it in.
Quarterback.
Jared Goff.
Baker Mayfield.
Get the hell out of my
wide receiver.
Crowd.
Jarvis Landry.
I love Jarvis Landry.
Tight end.
Yes.
David Njoku. Those are the locks of the week for week 7.
Combination?
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Okay. Explain. Give me
I am
the paragraph.
locking in
Hit it up.
the pairing of QB, slot wide receiver, and tight end for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
The Bucs are allowing 440 yards per game, 355 passing yards per game, only allowing 84 rushing yards per game, funneling everything throwing the ball.
Right.
Teams are throwing 64% of the time and completing 70% of their passes.
Wow.
They're allowing 34.6 points a game. And the reason I'm stacking all 3 of these guys is because the Bucs are allowing the most fantasy points to opposing slot wide receivers.
Yeah.
And the most fantasy points to the tight end position. Both of which are favorites of Mayfield's targeting, each of them 12 times last game. Also, you wanted off, but EJ Gaines and Terrence Mitchell are both out for the Browns. They're defensive backs.
Yeah.
So Jameis Winston should be able to throw on them easily.
Yeah, crab legs.
So it's going to be a shootout. They're going to have to keep on throwing.
Yep. I agree.
I don't see how it can't happen.
Baker. So, okay, I already have a lineup millionaire maker, and I actually have Landry and Njoku in there, but I don't have Baker Mayfield.
You're an insane person.
He's going to throw 3 picks. He'll throw 2 touchdowns. He's going to throw 3 picks.
He's going to throw 3 touchdowns.
And 3 picks.
350 yards.
And maybe 7 picks.
One pick.
Now that you've said it, 7 picks.
Just 1 pick.
He's going to throw 1,000,000 picks.
Don't even think twice about it, man.
First of all, he's away, right? It's in Tampa. Which makes a difference for him because
but the Buccaneers don't even have a defensive coordinator.
Dude, I can be the defensive coordinator against Baker Mayfield.
You couldn't be a defensive coordinator. You could not be a defensive coordinator.
Sign me up. Call me right now, Tampa Bay. Call me up right now. I'm waiting.
I will go
My
play
phone's not ringing. But
I will play tight end for Jacksonville before you are defensive
No
coordinator.
way! I will be defensive coordinator. I got all kinds of schemes. Madden is my life.
You got all kinds of schemes.
I will tear it
I
up.
pressed B. I pressed B on that one. I said spin move.
Square.
You're over there.
The over-under is 50.5 in that game. It's not the highest. It's not Kansas City, Cincinnati at 58, which will go over.
Well, that'll be two Civ-like defenses going against two great offenses.
The overs in any Chiefs game there is. But yeah, the over-under is 50, which is pretty high. I think it's the third highest this week. So
yeah, the Rams playing 49ers I thought was the highest.
Well, no. Kansas City's the highest.
Really?
Kansas City is 58.5.
Oh, maybe it's on the main slate. They're the highest.
Who's that? Oh, on the high. Yes, 50. They're at 52.
But that one's hard to judge because
the
Rams should kick the living.
I guess Monday night is another high. 54. Atlanta and Giants. They both kind of struggling defenses. So, but anyways, yes, I do agree. The over/under is 50, which is a pretty high number. I just don't like Baker. But again, I didn't like Sanders last week, and he.
Oh my God! Could you believe that he should have had 2 touchdowns? I almost vomited off the guy. I was. You could ask my dad this. I watched the games at his house. I was standing up and screaming that I'm the smartest human being who's ever lived.
I'm the smartest
when he
man
caught
alive.
that first touchdown, I was like, "Oh my God, I am a genius!" And I'm screaming and pounding my chest like I scored the touchdown. And then he points his finger and gets a penalty, and they decide that he was out on the 1 yard line.
Idiot.
I almost vomited.
He's an idiot.
That was a lot.
So yeah.
A lot of emotions.
I mean,
I was in a glass box.
Most of those were pretty legit picks for you. I mean,
no, they were all.
Well, I mean, some of them came at the last second, so it was kind of
okay. Well, what does that matter?
I know.
Any true racer knows it doesn't matter whether you win by a mile or an inch. Okay.
Rodgers didn't do anything. By the way, that was something I was going to ask you coming into this week, right? If T.Y. Hilton does not play, Doyle is already gone. Who's the guy to have? Is it Rodgers again?
I'd go Rodgers again. I'd go.
Because Mack took over the backfield. Hines disappeared.
Yeah, I mean,
Hines,
there was
nothing left.
I like Mack regardless. I think Chester Rogers is a good bet again. I think you kind of have to take Ebron at some point. The dude's got like 7 touchdowns.
I know, he does. He has a touchdown every game. I don't know. I was just thinking about that game, and I was like, man, who do you take? Because, every game, luck is thrown, but Mack just took over that backfield.
When we get to running backs, I have a little piece on Mac.
So but that's an interesting play. I don't know where that's going to go. So
I think T.Y. Hilton plays.
Yeah.
I think he's a good play. I think Chester Rogers still does okay.
Yeah. I mean, if T.Y. Hilton plays, then Rogers might be side note, because if you got Mac running the ball and you got T.Y. and Ebron, it might be tough for Rodgers to get that catch. But
I got a piece on Chester. We'll get to him too.
All right, that's good locks except for Baker, but whatever. Maybe Baker does it. So
he told you not to take Emmanuel Sanders, and he blew up.
God, he did blow up.
He blew up. He should have had another touchdown too.
Yes.
My God. Ridiculous. Do I know what I'm talking about?
So my lock of the week. Lock it up.
How did your lock of the week go last week? What'd you have?
Mine was a callback. It was carry on. Carry on is this week. Carson for Seattle. He had that touchdown that got called back, and then Russell Wilson threw 2 touchdowns in the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
So
I liked Chris Carson last week too.
They bashed
He let me down too.
Yeah, he didn't do very
If only
good
you could have given 5. You could have produced 5 touchdowns, almost 6 touchdowns.
That's pretty well. I didn't do 17 lock it up, so I mean, I guess if I take every player, I could probably produce some good numbers. But this week for me, Kerryon Johnson. So as we talked about Theo Riddick, hopefully will not play for this to happen. So in the last 3 games for Kerryon Johnson, New England, Cincinnati, Chicago. He basically 80 carries, 368 yards, 4.6 yards per carry.
That's pretty good.
In 3 touchdowns. Also produced 20 catches for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's got to be the guy. If Theo's gone, I know Blunt could be potential for the bastard.
He might be
next week's bastard.
The bastard of the NFL.
But if that works out, then Kerryon Johnson will be the man. Look, he's projected in most things anywhere between 10 and 13 points. I think
that is just so many points, man.
Fantasy-wise, he's going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be 24, 25 points. So,
oh, my God.
Averaging 4.6 yards per carry.
So what?
He's
Detroit.
already got 20. It doesn't matter who
Detroit loves to throw the ball.
No.
They love to put Blunt in there.
The Dolphins' defense has
There's
been
nothing they love more than to put Blunt in that game.
Especially as of late. It's not. They literally give up bajillion
but
yards.
But Trubisky just threw like bajillion yards and touchdowns against him.
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
So why would you run the ball?
Because they have a horrible run defense.
I know, but this is the NFL we're talking about.
But I'm just saying, hey, Trubisky, who did he throw the ball to a lot? Trubisky,
Taylor Gabriel,
and who else?
I don't know. Oh, Tariq Cohen. Yeah.
I'm just saying, has a chance to have a huge week.
I know.
This is if Theo Riddick again does not play. Which
you're thinking too logical about it.
I know.
You're a lot of what ifs. You're a lot of if they handle the ball enough times, which we all know with the NFL, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not.
He'll get 3 carries for 60 yards, and they won't go. Yeah, 20 yards a carry.
20 a carry.
It's pretty productive.
Let's go ahead.
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at 3.
Let's just leave it off.
It's good. Blunt, you're in.
Yeah, and last week, Kerryon Johnson, or I guess not, last week they have a bye week. The week before that, 12 carries for 70 yards, and that's that's insane. 5 yards per carry. I mean, hand him the ball.
Nobody on that team goes, we need to get him the ball. I know is the problem.
I know because you have a defensive coordinator as your head coach, and he has no idea about offense. So he came from New England, which is another bastard organization. So, anyways. So that's my lock it up. Kerryon Johnson. He's cheap, 4,600. Get you 25 points this week. So
that's too many points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
He's gonna get you that. Here we go. What do you got? What do we got? What are we going to? You got any more lock it ups? Because I mean, 3 is
it's a little mild.
It's a little mild. Last week you went more.
Oh man, I cannot imagine being any better at a segment.
By the way, listen, if you hate the segment, love the segments
doesn't
that we have.
matter if you hate it or love it.
I know, but leave a comment wherever. If we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, on Facebook.
At the Best Fantasy Football Podcast.
Just leave a comment if you like it or if you hate it. If you hate it, just be like, hey, I don't like this segment.
And then tell me why, because I give you gold.
Gold. If you like it, which we hope you do, leave us that stuff too.
I have much
Boost
gold.
Up his self-esteem. King has low self-esteem, needs it boosted up. Somebody say something positive for goodness sake. Say something positive.
I'll be too full of myself.
So, anyways, we're going to go down the line to QBs. King, which way did you do it this way? Because last week you went kind of off the grid. And just
I believe the word you're looking for is anyway. I kind of went crazy again.
Okay.
The QBs are kind of in order, but the rest is... No, the QBs are not in order, but the rest is in order.
Okay, so just random QBs and then
okay, like 4 QBs.
Okay, give me your 4 QBs. I'll see if we agree on it.
I don't even remember how to pronounce Beathard. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, CJ.
Okay. CJ Beathard.
Yeah, for San Francisco 49ers.
For San Francisco 49ers.
Got it.
I like him.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield, obviously.
Yeah.
Wentz. And Mitchell Trubisky.
Okay.
Those are my 4 guys.
So you don't like Jared Goff? Going against San
Francisco. I do, but
I love Jared Goff.
With all the pretty volume value guys that are down below.
But remember when we had like Matt Ryan and he lit it up last week? Because we both said only take Matt Ryan.
My problem with Jared Goff this week is
he's going against San Francisco.
And Todd Gurley is such a funnel. There's such a funnel for him.
I know, but
it's the Melvin Gordon thing where, your boy Phillip Rivers is going to put in work. Yeah, he's going to get you to the goal line. If you get within 10 yards of the goal line, they're going to give it to Melvin Gordon.
Well, but I agree, and I think they'll give it to Melvin Gordon.
And the problem with Melvin Gordon is he's freaking good. The problem with Todd Gurley is he's freaking good. You hand him the ball, he's going to get in the end zone.
They could pass him the ball too.
They don't do that.
I know, but
I was watching Melvin Gordon because I have Keenan Allen and Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
And they hand the ball, and it's just... I couldn't stop him. I mean, he's freaking very good.
Well, you could stop. Well, okay.
Me nor Julio Jones on defense could stop him.
The practice tight end that's going
All I'm saying is
the
he is fantastic. So is Todd Gurley. So I don't see why you would risk throwing a pick when you could just hand it to Todd Gurley. But they're going to be up there huge favorites.
Yeah, they are
humongous favorites.
So here's my thing of why
Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is his red zone target.
I know.
That's his boy.
I know.
He's not there.
That's why I love Woods this week again. I love Woods. By the way,
I like Woods too, but we're talking about quarterbacks.
I know, but I'm saying,
I'm saying no to Jared Goff.
Here's why
I think he's gonna be fine. Jared Goff has Mayfield, Wentz, Trubisky.
Goff had a shit game last week. Okay, he threw for 201 yards, no touchdown, and a pick. He's gonna bounce back.
I don't
on top of
feel
which
like he's that kind of guy.
Him to bounce back.
He's not that kind of guy.
What do you mean he's not that kind of guy? It's not his decision. It's gonna be the coach's play call. He doesn't make the play
McVay
calls.
is above that.
He is.
So. I want to win the game. He's not.
I disagree.
Let's prove to the world that the number one offense has the number one quarterback.
I disagree. I don't think that that's the case. I'm gonna say that right.
I also told you last week that Todd Gurley was going to have over 200 all-purpose yards, and by the way, I was right.
Well, yeah, because all of them were rushing. You said 100 receiving, and
I said over 200 all-purpose.
He had 2 catches for 17 yards.
He didn't have to catch the ball.
But last week you were like, "Oh my God, Gurley's going to get like 8 or 9 catches." He got 2.
I did not say 8 or 9.
Yes, you did. You said 8 or 9.
Roll
for
it back.
100.
Roll it.
Roll
the tape.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. But Todd Gurley, 200 rushing. I mean, the guy's a monster. He did not have a big game like that all year until last week. So.
I think Bethod's going to turn the ball over. There are going to be a lot of short yardage situations.
How's your Bethard your
That doesn't matter.
choice?
At 4,800, I don't give a crap if he throws 2 picks as long as he gets 300 plus passing yards and 2 to 3 touchdowns. At 4,800, that's all you need.
So last week he went against Green Bay and had an amazing game, correct?
The last 2 games he's been fine. 18, 20-something, and 20-something. He's been good.
Okay. 18, 20. What are you saying? This is his first full game.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
He did not play a full game against Kansas City.
I don't believe you for a second.
Okay. So he played week 4, which is last week. Green Bay had a good game, almost won the game, which San Francisco should have won that game. 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Okay. I believe you.
So what? I'm confused on.
He went against Arizona. You're looking at DraftKings. They don't have that up there for some reason. 349 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumbles lost. He still had a good game.
I don't know. Okay, so last game he threw 245, right? And 2 TDs? And a pick. Right.
That's against Green Bay.
But okay. What? I don't understand what you're saying.
The Rams are good up front, good rush defense, terrible passing.
They are
They're horrible now.
I know, but okay.
Marcus Peters is like 103rd out of 107 possible cornerbacks.
He's garbage. Okay.
He is horrible.
I don't know where to go. Pierre Garçon has to play.
No, he doesn't. Marquise Goodwin
Goodwin's garbage.
He's one of the fastest players in the NFL.
I'm excited for it, but he has not had more than 3 catches all year except for last week.
It doesn't matter. He hasn't been healthy except for week 1.
He's been fine.
He played 90% of the snaps last week for the first time this year. And
he played 90% of the snaps because
he went off.
He went off. Okay, I agree. He went off. How many catches did he have that he went off?
5.
4.
5 targets, 4 catches. That's fine. You got Kittle. You can throw it to Breida.
If he doesn't catch,
there's no Alfred Morris.
Touchdown,
there's no Alfred Morris anymore.
We know Alfred Morris is garbage.
They're going to be behind. Obviously, he's going to have to throw the ball. I'm saying 350 passing yards, 2 touchdowns.
We're off segment here.
We are on segment. We are 100% on segment.
Golf.
This is why they pay me the big dollars. Now you take Bethard.
We still have no sponsor.
If that's how you spell it, because I didn't even spell it, I'm saying it. That's how you pronounce it. You take him.
So
at $4,800, you're going to tell me that you would not take 20 plus points? Is that what you're saying to me?
If he gets 20 plus points,
he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
You're
a madman.
I like
absolute madness. You want to take the team that's going to win by 15 points and has a stud running back? They're just going to hand it off. Bethard's going to be there going,
it's not going to be a handoff show.
Right. He's going to be chucking up to Marquise Goodwin, and Marcus Peters is going to be sitting there going, he's going to keep getting burned. He's going to put 500 yards and 4 touchdowns on 4 catches somehow.
Oh, I love it.
Just you wait.
I love it. Just you wait. Anyways.
Because you're best friends with Marcus Peters and you want him to look good on our show.
Yeah. No, I'm glad we traded him.
Yeah, me too. My God, he's horrible this year.
He is garbage. I don't know, and maybe
he doesn't know. He does. He just admitted it right there, folks. He just admitted it right there. He does not know.
Like our defense was that good that we could mask that big of an issue by Marcus Peters because our defense last year was not that good.
I know, but their defense is good.
I know.
So, and then all of a sudden, Aqib Talib's gone, and he's horrible.
I know. I don't know if it's scheme. I have no idea. He's a decent corner. He's not a bad corner.
I mean, he's playing like it.
He's playing like
He's playing like if you put me out there, I could be
stop
108. NFL, listen up. You got to get me in there.
Listen, I will be a defensive coordinator before you get that job, guaranteed.
I will be the backup tight end.
No way. Anyways,
cornerback.
I like Cam Newton this week against Philadelphia. He is found his stride, and he likes to be the boss of the NFL and steal touchdowns from everybody. So
it's predictable, though.
But I know, but
that's how game flow presents itself.
He's averaging over 40 yards per game.
He's got a good floor.
So he's stealing it away. So I like him. Sneaky play, Trubisky against New England.
I have Trubisky.
New England
is
I'm just saying it's sneaky low play. 2 games in a row he's been a stud. I don't love Trubisky.
I think he's going to be good. I think they're going to be down. He's got his weapon, Tariq Cohen, that he can hit for 8 receptions a game. And like I was saying before, Taylor Gabriel, he's splitting targets basically with Allen Robinson.
Right.
And he takes all season long, he's been taking those deep shots to him. They have not been connecting. These last 2 games, connecting, and they're going off. Taylor Gabriel is getting those 100-yard games, getting the touchdowns. It's spreading everybody out. You got the human joystick, which they stole that, whatever. Tariq Cohen in the backfield. He's gonna play a majority of the game. Right. He's already playing like half the snaps, but they're gonna be behind early. They're gonna have to come from behind basically. So I think Trubisky's a solid play.
Be behind early though. Chicago defense is solid to allow. I don't know if Tom Brady's gonna be able to do whatever he wants with it.
With Khalil Mack kind of being iffy, I think
they're still an okay D. It's not like they go from
Josh Gordon. You got James White. You got Sony Michel. You got Gronk. You got Edelman.
Okay.
They're full capacity.
Gronk's on one leg. Edelman might not play.
Gronk. This is what Gronk does. He limps around the entire game, and then he catches a thing for 40 yards when it's like 3rd and 17, and everybody's like, "Oh God, Gronk
again."
Hey, we forgot you even there.
He's got 3 catches for 100 yards.
Who let their weird uncle out there? Who's been drinking since 3 a.m. from last night?
Here's my thing. Why I like Trubisky just because of the matchup, but I also think that a young quarterback and New England, Bill Belichick is very good at getting young quarterbacks.
Yeah, they were good at stopping Patrick Mahomes last night.
Nobody was stopping. It wasn't Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so it wasn't Patrick Mahomes. It was, hey, I'm going to throw the ball to Hill. Hill, take off. Gone.
And they have Taylor Gabriel.
The guy's like a rocket.
Taylor Gabriel's a poor man's Tyreek Hill.
Okay, yeah, he could be a poor man. You put him in a run.
He got more money.
He's not even close.
He's rich.
He's not even close to Tyreek Hill. That guy, first of all, I know this is, again, off topic, but as soon as he caught that ball, I was like, please don't score. Please don't score. You can't leave Tom Brady 3 minutes on our crap defense.
Yes, you can.
No.
You'll lose.
Yeah, well, you'll lose.
But I'm saying like you can't. Like it was physically impossible.
I don't know if that was going through Tyreek's head, but I would have been like, okay, I'm going to kneel the ball at the 5-yard line and then run the ball a couple times to waste some more clock.
Tyreek was thinking,
as soon as that touchdown happened,
that beer looks pretty tasty.
That beer.
I'd like to give me some of that beer.
What a bump. Just talk about.
He said, "I got
fans.
you, bud."
What kind of punk, man? Tyreek Hill probably got a DUI because of that. That was a lot of beer. That was a lot of beer right in his face. What a jerk, Tyreek. What a jerk.
We love you.
They kicked him out, by the way. And
for life. I hope those were season tickets.
Yeah, good.
Those are worth some money, and it's just so funny.
Good for New England.
They can auction them off. Tyreek Hill can buy them, and then just put like a dummy of himself sitting there.
It's a giveaway.
That would be so legit. That would be awesome. Chiefs owner, here's an idea. You got money.
Do it.
Buy those tickets and put this little statue of Tyreek Hill sitting there.
That would be legit.
That would be awesome. That would get some press for the Chiefs.
Awesome. I know.
Owner, listen up.
Do it. So and then I have one more quarterback just going down 5,400. Flacco going against New Orleans, 32nd ranked.
He never performs when he's supposed to.
When he's at home, he is a solid QB.
I don't trust him.
He's the don't trust
Richards man. Richards man.
What?
Not poor. Not the poor man's. The rich man's. He's the rich man's Eli Manning.
Okay. Anyways, he is gonna perform well. New Orleans, good offense, so I believe they'll still be able to score on Baltimore.
Even the Ravens are number one.
What's that?
Even though the Ravens are number one,
I still think New Orleans will be able to score. Although Drew Brees is away, which
he's not at home.
No,
and
he's not in the dome.
11 sacks last weekend.
He's not in the dome.
11.
I think Flacco has a great for 5,400.
Might as well take Beathard.
I think get the heck out of here with Beathard.
I just feel like that's
Okay,
not how
you know
you
what?
say his name.
Right now, you know what? I'm gonna write this down somewhere because you owe me a lot of cookies, but on our competitions. But this is gonna be one. Joe Flacco versus Beathard. Most points. Lenny and Larry's cookies.
All right.
At the podcast, bring it in. Chocolate chip. Which one?
Chip.
Yeah, which
Those are
one?
so hard to find. I'm just kidding. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, chocolate. Are you okay with chocolate chip?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay,
Even though
Good.
double
Good.
chocolate chunk is better.
double chocolate chunk. Okay, double
Running
chocolate
backs, you
chunk.
ready?
Yeah, double chocolate chunk is better.
Let's go.
Double chocolate chunk.
Running
We change it.
backs.
Running backs, go.
Todd Gurley. I went shocker.
That's wow.
49ers are allowing 27 DraftKings fantasy points per game,
Per game.
despite only allowing one running back to rush for over 100 yards. So they're finding a lot of their success through the air. They're averaging 50.
Through the what? I'm sorry?
Huh?
They're through the what?
They're finding a lot of their success through the air. Running backs are.
Through the air. Huh. That's weird.
I don't get it.
Well, I wonder who throws him the ball.
Okay. I'm talking about rushing touchdowns as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They find a lot of their stuff through the air
Switch it up
and
on
rushing
me.
touchdowns.
Switch it up. Goff.
I think he easily gets 50 rushing yards, so that's good. 5 catches, 50 rushing yards,
He's
50 receiving yards.
Wow, 50 rushing yards.
Yeah.
What an amazing
I think
game.
he easily gets 50 rushing yards. Oh my god!
Everybody get Gurley 50 rushing yards.
I think he's worth the $9,800.
Every week it seems like this guy is super expensive, and every week he gets you 30 or plus.
I don't think he
points.
gets 200 all-purpose yards again, but I think he does find the end zone twice.
Okay, I like Gurley.
And then I don't really have anybody else until I get down to Tariq Cohen at 51.
Wow.
Do you like anybody in that little gap, $4,700 gap?
Gapperoonie. I like Christian McCaffrey going against Philadelphia. Why don't you like him? It's not going to be rushing.
They have a good
run defense, right? So he's going to catch a lot of balls. I
feel like he doesn't do as well with Greg Olsen back.
Oh, he had 7 catches last week.
I know, but he's not the dominant player that he is.
He had 5 catches the week before when Olsen wasn't there. He had 2 catches the week before that.
I don't know. I just don't feel like he is.
I feel like it takes away.
I feel like he is.
From him.
I feel like he is the guy.
Poor man's
with
what?
Greg
Go
Olsen
ahead.
on there. The Richard man. Wait, what?
Which one is he?
He is the poor man's Saquon Barkley.
By the way, Saquon Barkley, that guy is amazing.
A lot of fun to watch.
I know he's Monday night.
He's so much fun to watch, man. I can't
so
wait
good.
for that Monday night game.
It's insane. He is amazing.
It's so exciting.
Everybody on that broadcast, let's go ahead and take Sam Darnold because that's going to be.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Go get
Sam
somebody
Darnold
next
with
year.
that team wouldn't have done crap. If you don't
you
have
would've
Saquon Barkley,
would have had Gallman.
Gallman's going to be your running back. That's going to be your starting running back.
Shane
and you're gonna tell me
Vereen.
that Sam
Blunt.
Darnold is going to
get
have
Blunt
the
in
record
there.
better. Get out of here, stupid people.
I want to get Ronald Jones Jr.
Stupid people
over there.
Yeah, what ridiculous. Anyways, another game. Again, it's Sunday night. Joe Mixon.
Could you pick
amazing.
people on the main slate?
I'm just saying. I just wanted to let you know that I just think he's going to have a monster game.
Well, obviously he's gonna have a monster game.
Yeah, going down. Mine is pretty low too. So you have Tevin Cohen, not
Tariq
Tariq Cohen. Go ahead.
I
you
already
got
kind of talked about him, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a majority of the snaps. He's already basically 50-50 with Howard, and he is just the more explosive, just the playmaker. He went off last weekend, and that was with a 50-yard reception called back. I think he's going to be in the game. At any minute, he has that ability to go for that 75-yard touchdown.
He is. He's very quick, very shifty.
At any point in time, he can go off for that big score and get you like a 35-yard touchdown. Then he gets that's his points. He's done, right. But that's just one play. He's kind of like the Tyreek Hill, poor man's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, everybody's a poor man, man. Everybody's a poor man.
A little $400 down from there. Corey Clement. He is definitely not a sure thing, but he was very productive last week, and he kind of was coming back from that quad injury. He was getting a lot of the goal line work. Smallwood is just not as good. Huh?
So I hate Smallwood, by the way.
Smallwood's just not as good.
Corey Clement will get majority of the carries.
I think if he does, I mean, you cannot trust Philadelphia, but I think if in this game, if he can out-touch Smallwood, I think moving forward, Corey Clement is a great pick. If he finds the end zone again at only $4,700, that is a steal. 4,400 down from there. Marlon Mack.
Yeah. What do you think about it? This
he
is
took
very
the lead back
for him.
role last weekend. Even with the Colts playing from behind most of the game, the Colts should be up in this one going against Buffalo and Derek Anderson. or Nathan Peterman if they decide
it's going to be Aronson. They said Aronson.
I know, but God forbid he gets hurt and then it's just pick city.
Oh my God, if it's Peterman, then oh my God,
man.
In Indianapolis defense.
I can't believe he's a quarterback. I could do that.
Now
there's one I could do. I could throw it up and get picked.
You're not gonna get any of those jobs.
I could throw 40 interceptions in 30 passing attempts. I guarantee you, I could do that. Oh my God. Yeah. I think maybe they run him a little. They give Marlon Mack a little bit of a run this weekend.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that he's coming back, they want to see what he can do in that bell cow role, but also to give Andrew Luck a little bit of rest. He is throwing the ball. He's averaging more throwing attempts than anybody else in the league. I think they feed Mack in the second half when they get up by like 14 or so. I think he's a solid bet for double-digit fantasy points and to score a touchdown. $4,400 is a great value. One more sleeper in the 3,000s, Peyton Barber. Looks like Peyton Barber only likes to play with Jameis Winston under center. He dominated in the preseason, fell off in the previous 3 weeks, and then he exploded for over 20 fantasy points last week with Winston's return. He had 82 yards on 18 carries while catching all 4 of his targets for 24 yards and a touchdown.
It should be 18 yards on 13 carries. 13 carries.
13?
13 carries.
Why do I have 18 down?
I don't know, but 18, yeah. But it's even better, though.
That's weird. That's great, yeah. This should be another high-volume game. The Browns are above average at pass defense, but their defensive backs are down. They are quietly allowing the 7th most DraftKings fantasy points to the running back position. So I think Peyton Barber, I think they try to establish some stuff with him this weekend.
Maybe.
They need to.
I don't know with Tampa Bay.
They need to slow down the offense.
Because Jones looked like, before they went on bye week, he was the better running back. He played better.
I know. And
then all of a sudden they went on bye week.
For some reason, Peyton Barber just shut down for 3 weeks, and now this last week with Jameis Winston under center, he was like, let's go.
I mean, Ronald Jones had one carry.
You can't trust these guys.
I don't understand this. Logically, he's like, oh, okay, hey, he was doing better than...
Why not feed the rookie?
Let's give him the ball and see what he can do. Nope. Okay, let's give him one carry. That's cool.
So everybody's going to be on Peyton Barber this weekend. It's going to be Ronald Jones.
Yeah. Most likely. So a little bit on Marlon Mack, 4,400, 12
Return
carries
to the Mac,
89 yards. So he had a great overall game. Didn't get in the end zone, but I talked about Kerryon Johnson. He's 4,500. I like him as well. I know we talked a little bit about Powell. If Isaiah Crowell can't go, 4,200. Powell's is the way to go. Bilal. The other thing that we kind of talked about, I think Tampa is going to be able to put points on Cleveland. You are correct. What about DJ? What about DJ? Duke Johnson. He's the pass catching back.
Can't trust him.
I know Cleveland's got too many running backs, but he has potential to do something great as well. So, here's one that, I don't even understand because he's got to be like 105 years old. And
Frank
how
Gore?
is he still, how is he still getting 100 yards?
He broke off a 37-yarder in overtime. Otherwise, he never gets close to 100 yards ever in a game.
37 yards.
In overtime.
I understand that.
He got 105 yards.
I understand.
So you take that away, he's got what, 72?
Yeah.
That math does not add up.
No. But I'm saying he had 15 carries.
68?
15 carries for 101 is what he had.
Yeah, so he had 14 for 68, and then in overtime, he broke off a 37-yarder, almost died on the field because he was so tired.
He did.
And he went and sat on the sideline.
the rest of the game.
He's like, someone bring me my wheelchair.
I'm like, what the hell? After
walker.
I saw that Frank Gore got 100 yards, like, this is insane.
Yeah, 37 yards on one run in overtime. So
I got to say, I know Detroit defense has not looked great this week or this year. This week they haven't played yet, so we don't know. But I love the Kerryon and Detroit defense stack. That stack to me is amazing. I know we talk about defenses,
that's a good
this
choice.
is Detroit for me at a cheap price. We're talking about cheap defenses. Of course, you probably want the Rams.
We're talking about defenses?
I'm just saying. I know I usually talk about defense, and I've hit pretty much every single time. We've talked about 3 weeks
I
in
know,
a row.
but we still haven't done wide receivers or tight ends.
I know, but I'm saying we don't even talk about defenses. I'm just bringing it up.
Oh.
This is just a bring up. I'm just saying. For a cheap defense,
just a
you're looking for a cheap defense, Detroit.
In the middle of a running back session.
2,400. Well, we're done with running backs. I'm done with running backs. Are you done with running backs?
I wrote down whatever for defense.
Whatever. See? No,
blind pick.
That's exactly why you.
That's how you get Baltimore with 11 sacks last week.
That's how you can't ever win money.
Hey.
So, wide receivers. Thielen and who else?
Yeah, Adam Thielen. Simply put, he is dominating the wide receiver position. I have a whole thing going down, but it doesn't matter. On top of that, he's also going against Buster Screen.
Yeah.
Allowing the 3rd most fantasy points to slot receivers. Jeez, just lock him in. Don't even think twice about it.
Do you think the guy's not very good at covering screens?
I think that's what he excels in, but nobody screens the
'Cause he-
slot receiver, so
'cause
he's like
he-
standing
he
there. He's standing in the backfield going, "Wait, what?"
Does he bust a screen or is he not very good?
He's just standing there.
He's just
He just keeps
What's happening, guys?
Buster Screen. Why are you in the backfield again? I'm waiting for the screenplay.
I'm ready to
And
bust
there goes
the screen,
Thielen.
man.
There goes Thielen again. Oh, Thielen.
touchdown.
Robert Woods.
Love me some Robert Woods.
He's gonna multiply. He's gonna benefit from multiple facets on this Sunday.
You guys that are multiplying.
He's gonna multiply. There's gonna be 2 Robert Woods out there. You get 2 for the price of 1.
Holy moly!
You're gonna be like, oh my God, who is that? It was Robert Woods.
Robert
And who's over there?
Woods.
Robert
Oh my
Woods.
God.
And Robert
Come on,
Woods,
Robert
he
Woods.
throws it to Robert Woods. Marcus
Oh,
Peters will be on
Robert
defense
Woods.
somehow
Somehow.
on the same team with Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. and King's gonna be the tight end.
That will be the backup tight end on the practice squad.
Oh jeez.
And Eric will be over there doing defensive coordinator going, oh, I don't know what to do. I got schemes. Why is nobody doing my schemes? Bust the screen.
Run my screen.
Bust the screen. Run the screen.
That's great. That is great stuff.
Jeez.
All right. So, anyways, back to wide
And
receivers.
back to Robert Woods. He's gonna benefit from multiple facets on
Yes.
Sunday. There's gonna be no Cooper Kupp,
yeah.
so there's red zone targets right there, and around 8 targets I think a game.
Okay.
And this weekend, he's gonna be avoiding Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman creates a funnel effect, and Robert Woods is gonna shift in to the slot position.
Well, I mean, Sherman lines up only on one side. He only lines up on the left side. So, I mean, it doesn't matter who goes where. I mean,
As long as you're not on the left side.
well, I understand that, but I'm saying Woods can go left, and so could Cook, and so I mean, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, I mean,
Woods is gonna shift into the
Sherman
slot.
doesn't even matter.
It does.
Sherman makes no difference.
But he will not. He will never see Sherman.
Never.
He runs less than 10% of his plays from the
On that
left
side.
cornerback, left wide
Left
receiver. He does mainly slot, and then he moves out to the right.
Was a slot.
He's gonna
I know,
move over to the
okay,
slot.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm
Now
saying,
you-
Woods is gonna benefit because Kupp's not there. He's
Right.
also gonna be get the Richard Sherman funneling effect,
Yep.
which will
Funnel.
he'll have Reynolds will be playing now that Kupp's not in there, and Cook will be running some plays at Sherman.
Don't talk about Reynolds.
Oh, my bad. He's gonna run most of his plays at Richard Sherman, so you're screwed with that pick.
No, you won't.
Jarvis Landry already went off on him.
Yes, love.
Did I
Landry.
say anything about him?
No, I mean you didn't say anything. You just said stack Landry and Njoku and
I
the
mean,
worst quarterback
okay.
in the NFL.
Yeah, go ahead and take Landry.
Go
I'm not gonna
ahead.
get into it. He's gonna be great. Just don't think twice. Put him in there.
He's 7,100 or 7,300, I think.
Doesn't
he's
matter.
He's semi-expensive.
He's
but
gonna be
yeah,
great.
Yeah. Mhm.
Kiki,
Kiki. Yep.
you're not gonna do your thing.
Nah, I already did it last week. It's played out.
Okay.
Can't do it again.
But you did it at the beginning of this week.
Well, I know, but it was at the beginning.
Okay.
It's done now.
So it's played out
It's
right
over.
now.
It's over. It's played out.
47 minutes in, it's played out.
Yeah,
If
it's
we did
played
at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's going up against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Number 1 passing defense.
Jacksonville.
But they're pretty dominant against the pass, except for I noticed something, a little flaw in their scheme. Their slot cornerback, Tyler Patman. Kiki plays roughly 75% of his snaps in the slot position,
Yeah.
and Patman plays primarily in the slot, 90% of his plays in the slot cornerback. Offensives around the league appear to be funneling all their pass attempts, like 32%, to the slot wide receiver. 31%, a whopping 31% are being thrown at Tyler Patman, who just went off for the Dallas Cowboys slot man, the little white dude.
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley,
Yeah.
11 targets, 9 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Everybody is funneling away from Ramsey,
Yeah.
and the other dude I can't remember. He's also very good, and they're all attacking the slot wide receiver, and that's going to be Kiki. DeAndre Hopkins he's going to be shut down by Ramsey. Probably won't be shut down. He might get a touchdown. He's gotten touchdowns both times they faced the last couple years, but he's also got an injury as well. I think Kiki is a good bet to do something, and I don't think many people are on him since it is against Jacksonville. Chester Rogers, 4,700. T.Y. Hilton should be back in the game, but he's going to be shadowed by Tre'Davious White from Buffalo, who is a true shutdown corner. It's not a really good bet this week if Hilton is back because he's not going to get his 11 targets.
Right.
But also Ryan Grant was forced to leave last weekend with an ankle injury, and he's not practicing. He's not practicing this week. So if he's out and you got T.Y. Hilton being shut down by Tre'Davious White, you can see a lot of funneling going to Rodgers, a lot of funneling going to
You got a lot of funnels
Ebron.
going on, man.
A lot of funneling today.
Funneling is happening.
4,700. Taylor Gabriel. Carter went on him. I think he's going to be great.
Yep. You like Gabriel.
Already went on him. Marquise Goodwin. I think he's going to be good as well.
Go ahead.
I was like, what was that? Freaked me out a little bit. He's anything from a sure thing, Marquise Goodwin. He played on 94.7% of the offensive snaps last weekend. He's going against Marcus Peters or somebody even worse, and he ranks 104 out of 111 cornerbacks. He's not a sure thing, but they should be from behind, should see plenty of volume, should see an uptick from his 5 targets last week, I think, at least.
Is there going to be any funneling?
It could be a funneling effect if you really think about it. Willie Snead. I like John Brown too. I like all the receivers.
I do.
But
for
the
what
only
team?
thing that's
you
for
like
Baltimore.
All the receivers. So this is what I don't understand. Okay, so I talk about Goff.
No.
He said,
so these
no. They're going to run the ball.
These aren't
then
locks.
he gives me stats about Gurley catching the ball.
These aren't.
Then I give him
so you
Flacco.
think Jared Goff?
Wide receivers
so you're
for
telling me
Baltimore.
Jared Goff?
What is happening here?
Jared Goff.
Yes.
Is going to be great because Todd Gurley catches 50 yards receiving.
I'm saying. You said that they're just going to hand him the ball to run the touchdown. But he's going to throw, and you like Robert Woods. Okay. So you like Woods, and you like Gurley catching the ball, but
for
Goff
50
is
yards.
not going to have anything.
So Woods has 110 yards, and Gurley has 50. It's 160.
And you think
where's the rest of your thing?
Anywhere else? There's no yards anywhere else.
No, nobody. He doesn't throw to anybody else. Those to Cooks. Cooks is going to get like 70 yards.
Oh,
there's your 220. Where's your touchdown?
300.
Where's your touchdown? He's not going to have
a
crap.
Receiving touchdown.
Goff ain't
going
to
have
anything.
a receiving touchdown. And, you know what? The tight end also going to get a touchdown.
He doesn't throw a tight end.
Yeah, he's going to throw a tight end this week.
But Willie Snead, the only reason I brought him up is a potential revenge game. I still don't trust. I do not trust Joe Flacco at all.
Yeah, you like all the Baltimore receivers.
I do. I do. But I do not. I do not trust Joe Flacco. I don't trust him.
So I like Crabtree. I also like Snead because I think Lattimore's going to be on John Brown. He's going to chase him everywhere. Why is that funny?
Running after him, go, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna find you. Thielen, of course, up top. That guy's. I remember somebody like preseason was like, "Oh, Diggs is something better than Thielen."
I was so wrong on Thielen.
So wrong.
I could not be further off.
Thielen, he's just amazing. You know what? Coming from nothing to where he's at now is amazing. It's an amazing story. It's an amazing story. He undrafted.
He grew up on the streets.
No, I'm saying like an undrafted guy
from a third world country
ever.
He didn't go to college.
100-yard in a row.
He's undereducated. He's an undereducated man brought off the streets.
Yeah, off the streets, and you can see that by looking at his. So going a little
Poor Adam Thielen.
As we talked about, okay, listen, Mike Evans had an off game last week. I did like him. He had a horrific game. He is going against Cleveland. Cleveland is going to be down 2 cornerbacks. I think he has a big game as well. We talked about Landry. King talked about Landry for a while. I talked about Woods. I love Woods as well.
He loves Woods.
As we go a little further down, a couple more receivers. I like Shepard going against Atlanta. I think they shut down a little bit. Nope. Enough with the funneling, okay? I think Odell, they shut down a little.
Yeah, their slot cornerback, Brian Poole, is not very good. So
he's horrible. So I think Shepard is going to have a big game for 5,400.
But he's Monday night.
He is, but I'm just letting you know. I just like him. Funchess going against Philadelphia. Philadelphia corners are ranked 27th in the league. Yeah. So as I like Cam Newton, I like Funchess to also catch the ball. I would, if there's possible, to stack Funchess, McCaffrey, and Cam. That would be a good stack.
It is possible.
It is possible.
All you have to do is click on their names.
That's true. So that's my 2 guys. Again, I know
you kill me.
I know I talked about it a little last week, and Callaway for
oh my
Cleveland.
God, telling you, don't take him, man. He'll get 10 targets. He won't catch them.
7 targets last week.
He can't catch.
I know, but Landry also had a bad week last week. I think this is going to be a better week for him. Like I said, I like everybody except for the quarterback.
So you like Antonio Callaway.
No, as a cheap guy.
You like Landry. You like Njoku, but you don't like Baker Mayfield.
Like Baker Mayfield.
All right, fair enough.
Don't like
See, it's possible.
It's possible, but I just don't. He's gonna throw 9 picks.
Yeah, and I don't trust Joe Flacco. I just don't trust him.
But yeah, okay. Anyways, moving on. Also, as we move down, one more guy is Meredith for New Orleans.
Cameron.
Ted Ginn is out. IR. He's going to have to throw the ball to somebody else.
He does not have to throw the ball to anybody else.
He doesn't have to.
He's going to throw it to Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas.
But
and that's
he's going to throw the ball.
He's not. I'm telling you.
I think Baltimore defense is good enough to shut down main guy, so they will do their best to shut down Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, last 2 weeks, has had 4 catches per game, and targets were 5 and 4. So teams are basically saying, screw everybody else.
And Mark Ingram's back.
Shut him down. So, yeah, and Mark Ingram's back. I just think Meredith could have for a cheap price, $4,000.
Not a chance. Don't do it, guys.
He's worth getting him. So, why don't you like him? What is your deal with not like? What is your deal? Karen Meredith,
there's no reason for them to throw to him. Well, they weren't throwing to
what does that
Ted
mean?
Ginn.
What?
If Ted Ginn was assuming 7 targets a game or something, and now he's out, and someone has to step in.
I understand
they
that.
Don't throw.
Okay, well, Cameron Meredith last week that they played because they were he had 5 catches for 71 yards.
That's pretty good.
So if even he gets 2 more catches because of Ted Ginn, he's at 7 for 100.
Not a chance.
Okay,
not against Baltimore.
Anyways, moving on. And moving on. What do we got for the tight end position?
Tight end only have 2.
You have
Kittle, then
Kittle.
Njoku. That's it.
Kittle. You have Kittle. You don't have Ertz.
Nope.
Really? What
Too expensive. Too much money.
Okay.
He's doing well. I mean, he's.
Why don't you think
he's going absolutely bananas? He's got to have a bad game eventually. No, we're in a post Gwen Stefani world. If you can't say Kiki, do you love me? You cannot do bananas. Yeah, Ertz is gonna be fine. I just think you're gonna get better value going for George Kittle or David Njoku.
I like Njoku, but the only thing about Ertz is crazy is listen to these targets.
His mental
from week 1.
capacity.
Targets from week 1: 10, 13, 10, 14, 9, 11. I had to look down. I was like 9, 11. It's crazy.
Look,
that's amazing.
He's getting a lot.
He's
of
amazing. So I know it's price wise, but I think he's worth it.
I think it's too much money if I'm going to pay up for
Trey Burton, another guy.
I like him.
He's 4,300.
I'm already going with Tariq Cohen and Taylor Gabriel, so. I don't like Trubisky.
I do like Trubisky. You might as well Trubisky. And I hate Trubisky.
If only I could do a stack of Trubisky, Cohen, Trey Burton, and Taylor Gabriel.
And then you have $1 million left over. You'll have $1 million in cash left over. Njoku, I do like as well.
He turned a really tough matchup last week into 12 targets and 7 catches, and he got his first touchdown. Yeah. This weekend, he's going against the Bucs, who are allowing the most fantasy points to tight end position. And they just allowed Austin Hooper, who is not as good as Njoku, for 9. He caught 9 of his 10 targets for 70-plus yards and a touchdown, I think. Njoku does just that, so he's going to go off.
I agree. So that's my tight ends. Is there any sleeper or is there any low-value guys that you overall, not even talking about just tight ends. Is there anybody that you think this week
super sleepers? No, not really. I mean, I think there's enough value in those mid that you don't really have to take too much of a sacrifice. O'Leary maybe, as just a freaking punt, just punt it out there. Maybe go Uzomah again.
Yeah. Uzomah could do good, but he's Sunday night, so he's not amazing.
Yeah,
so stop talking about people that are not
I know. I yelled at you, and you yelled at me.
Don't do it. I don't know. I like Meredith, so I'm gonna throw it out there. Meredith 7.
Oh, you were looking for a Robbie Anderson play?
7 for 100 and a TD.
My wild
7
play.
for 100 and a TD. You have no more wild plays.
My wild play was my 3-man stack. My lock. My lock of a 3-man stack. It's never been done before.
Never
lock of the week.
Ever been done before. This is the first time ever for that.
It's the first time that's been done.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Meredith against Baltimore. Good defense, and I think he's gonna be very low owned.
It'll be 0%.
Well,
I didn't even take him.
There'll be a 0.1 because I will.
Oh my God, I forgot to take him.
One. But for 38,
this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna go off, and I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna be like, dude, get Meredith. You're gonna be like, oh, I forgot to take him.
I didn't take him in the lineup. What am I doing?
It's gonna be me with Trubisky and Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock that up right now. So I like Meredith for 3,800. If you're looking for a cheap flyer, 7 for 100 and touchdown. So
or maybe O'Leary
20, 23, 26 points, whatever that ends up being.
90, 100, whatever it ends up being.
whatever you
500, 1,000.
You know what? Just whatever you need from him. Just give him a call. Be like, hey, this is what I need from you.
100 yards and a touchdown. I don't know what that ends up being. 100, 500. Whatever that ends up being.
Whatever the
lock
number
it.
is. Lock it.
Just log in that number.
Lock it in. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, I enjoyed this week.
I enjoyed it as well.
Every week has been great. I feel like
hopefully I can get this up Saturday morning.
Yeah, our locks are getting better and better.
Oh my God, I don't think we could get better.
I know. So I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen, but I mean, last like at least 3 or 4 weeks have been just solid 20 plus points.
David Johnson the week before that
21. We thought he would do better, but 21 is still great. That's like he was like 6,000 at that point.
Yeah,
so.
and then he was 6,100 is when we took him. Yeah, then I took Yeldon and Mixon that same week, and they both went over 20 points. And then last week King had all 4 of his receivers catch a touchdown. So it's been great. So like I said, just let us know. Instagram. Whatever.
At the best fantasy football podcast.
Yeah, it's great. Just let us know how we're doing. Good, bad, whatever. It's always good in the hood. So
let us know how we're doing. Good, bad.